Let's do. Yes, let's. Honest to God. Let's do stat of the day.
Start of the day, start of the day. It is your start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. It is your start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. It is your start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. It is the start of the day.
Congratulations to Ben Simmons of the Brooklyn Nets, who yesterday, according to StatMuse, had his first 10-point game in more than 500 days. He had 11 points on 5 of 7 shooting, and the Nets gave up 153 points to the Sacramento Kings and lost by 32.
I saw that box score this morning. I couldn't believe it. I went to bed, and someone had put in a group chat, here's the halftime box score. The Kings have 72 points. And then I woke up, and then the Sacramento Kings scored 80 in the second half. 80
Sacramento
points.
Kings are fun to watch
Yes.
and essentially unstoppable on offense. It's the two most fun offenses to watch this year so far through 13 games, Sacramento and Oklahoma City. Has anybody but me watched 5 Oklahoma City?
How about Cleveland,
NBA
though?
games?
How about Cleveland?
Cleveland's fun, but they're up and down. They've had some rough games
They're
in the
coming
last
back
week
down
or
to
so.
earth, yeah.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is secretly the greatest player in the NBA.
He's-
Here's another stat. I got a bonus stat for you. Watch this. Bonus stat. Shai Gilgeous, here's the highest field goal percentage by a guard averaging 30 or more a game in history. Michael Jordan, 1988. Michael Jordan, 1989. Michael Jordan, 1991. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander so far this season. 53.9% from the floor. He's averaging 31.5 a game. Guy's unstoppable.
SGA.
That trade, tell me I'm wrong, Amin Al-Hassan. That is the worst trade in the last 5 years in the NBA. Here's the trade to refresh your memories. The Clippers got Paul George, an excellent basketball player. The Thunder got Gallinari, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a 2021 first-round pick who became Trey Mann, a 2022 first-round pick who became Jalen Williams, 2023 first-round pick via your Miami Heat, a 2023 first-round pick swap, a 2024 first-round draft pick, a 2025 first-round pick swap, and a 2026 first-round pick. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now is better than Paul George by himself, and they got every single pick the Clippers and Heat and everybody else had for the next 5 years.
The crazy thing is, and he probably won't be a Thunder by the end of his contract. That's my favorite part, that they're probably going to trade him.
They shouldn't.
And
He's so
they're
good.
He's so good, but you can get like 8 million draft picks for him and do it all over
That's
again.
what they do.
Yeah,
Right.
just keep this thing going. A boat's a boat, but the mystery box can be anything.
When
It
do
could be a boat.
when do they decide to start winning, though? Is it if not now, next year? Why aren't they trying to win? I mean,
Why? Win what?
games, basketball games,
No,
get to
build
the
a
playoffs?
roster, build a team, become better.
What they are right now is, I believe, to be a mirage. They're not going to continue to do this. They're going to come back down to earth, much like the Utah Jazz. Surprise, surprise, come back down to earth. The Cleveland Cavaliers, a little bit, come back down to earth. This thing it all levels itself out. Oklahoma City's got San Antonio. Remember what you guys saying? This is the best coaching job Pop has ever done. Guess where they're at now? Down to earth.
That wasn't us.
To be fair,
They'll be back.
Stugotz says that
Every
after
year.
every
That
game.
that was not us. It's
Name is
just
Spur, I
it's
dare
just Stugotz. But the Kings. No objection to what he's saying. I've seen the Kings play some fun basketball games against Golden State. They're always seeming to be in the 130s, and they've gotten some players in Sabonis and they've gotten some veteran
Fox.
guys that know how to play. Yeah, Sacramento's fun now.
They've won 4 out of the last 6 games, and the 2 games they lost was a game against Miami where Tyler Hero did the cha-cha-cha and hit a 3, and the game against Golden State where Klay Thompson clearly fouled the shit out of Kevin Huerter.
But they are a fun team to watch.
Yes,
the
they
only
are.
team averaging more points is Mike Celtics, actually. That's it.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch, and they're also Sacramento, so something's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're second in offense and like 26th in defense, so kind of the perfect watch.
But Mike Schur is sitting here binging Thunder and Kings games because you're enjoying the aesthetic of the basketball. It's impossibly wonderful offensive basketball.
Yeah, it's just fun to watch those teams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is unguardable. If you should really watch, you should take the time and watch one game. He's essentially, he's like a cross between Ja Morant and Chris Paul. Like, he's processing the game at this incredibly high level and is the like slitheriest guy in the league. Like he is Ja Morant because he's got all these tiny little shoulder fakes and just hesitation moves and stuff, and he just gets to the rim. That's why he's shooting 54% from the field. He just gets to the rim effortlessly and then finishes incredibly well in the same way that when Ja does it, you're like, how did you get that ball up over three guys who are taller than you?
Mike, we've been talking in the back while we're impressed with your basketball knowledge. Where do you find the time? How do you have so much time on your hands to join this every day and watch so much sports?
I mean,
you're very busy and important, we assume.
That's your first mistake. But also, I am working from home these days. And so basically what I do is I work at home in my office and I just put, I need sound to distract me. So I will watch, when it's baseball season, I will always have baseball on starting at 4 p.m., which is when baseball starts out here. And same with basketball. So I just put the NBA, I put TNT on when there's a doubleheader and I just have it on in the background. And then I work, and then when I hear something interesting has happened, I can turn and watch the game.
Oh, but it's not
I'm
just
sort of
that.
absorbing it.
Okay, but just so that people understand how some of this insanity works with this person, you understand that as you're absorbing all of this as surround sound, he cares about it in a way that's totally unreasonable, all of it. And when he discovers someone like Trey Mann, and you're like, oh shit, that dude's faster than everybody. And what is that? Like, how is he able to play that quickly and around the rim? And that's fun to watch. Like, it's still a child's discovery for you, is it not? Like, you care about it that way.
No, I do. And like when I watched the Oklahoma City play the Celtics the other day and was like, good Lord, what has gotten into Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? And then that sends me down a rabbit hole. And then I look up his stats and I'm like, wait, he was in that Paul George trade. And I look up what that Paul George trade was and see that the Oklahoma City just robbed the Clippers blind for Paul George, who's obviously great, but it averages about 42 games a year playing for the Clippers. And that team isn't going anywhere because Kawhi's injuries. And then I just like gather all this information. And then I think to myself, oh, right, I've been conscripted against my will to do a stat of the day for Meadowlark Media every single day. So I type all of it into a document.
Right.
And then I wake up early at 6:15 in the morning and go downstairs and quickly have a bowl of cereal and a cup of coffee so I can log on to a Zoom and listen to you not be able to process how Jess was sexually harassed at the Delta Lounge.
I don't need
That's
you
my
white
day.
knighting either, Mike Schur.
What did I do? I'm coming. All I'm saying is you work with a bunch of dopes.
I'm coming to your rescue.
Yes.
Thanks, Mike.